some point they got directly hit after doing that, because now attention were focused, and I believe they were majorly damaged. And I'm pretty sure at some point there was a big shot that hit Nini to the point everyone was knocked out, like on nearly everyone in the deck. And you know what the captain lost?
I don't know.
He noticed he lost 2 fingers.
Oh.
And you know what he did? He still kept on commanding. Yeah. And after the medics quickly patched him up, he continued trying his best. Yeah. and actually, when the ship eventually sunk, apparently when the ship eventually sunk and the captain ordered everyone to abandon ship, apparently a Japanese ship, a destroyer, went close to the already sinking USS Johnston. You know what he did? He looked at the crew and the Japanese commander. You know why? Because they respected him for doing his best, fighting until the very end.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Sweet.
I believe the Japanese, they believe in like honor and bravery. So I guess they,
It always happens.
Yeah, and surprisingly, because of what the things in Battle of Samar, but you see, the thing is, that was the last time people has ever saw him. Was on the USS Johnston when he said to abandon ship, and I believe he got like he got a star. Yeah, I believe like a medal, and yes, he's still serving on that same ship in the bottom of the sea off of Samar. Yeah, he's not serving; he's dead.
By the way, where is this actually Samar?
In the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
North.
I even have no idea.
And also, there's also the famous story of when a ferry ship kind of delayed the Japanese invasion of Sumatra.
Okay.
So basically, the thing goes so that there was a captain one day on the, I believe, HMS Levo. It still had some crew from the already sunk HMS it already had a lot of Woodstock crew. They got some crew, and then when the captain was sleeping, inside the HMS Levo, the ferry ship, you know what he heard? The distant sound of aircraft that were getting ever and ever closer. And when he woke up and looked up, what he saw was Japanese bombers bombing Singapore.
Whoa.
And so quickly he organized to quickly start the ship. And so I believe when during the bombing he saw using quick things. He quickly saw like anti-air batteries, and he ordered the ship to go close to it. And so during when they were going to the anti-air batteries, the Japanese pilots, after wreaking havoc and burning a lot of Singapore, finally ran out of ammo and went out. And so after that, the 2 ships, the HMS Levo and another sister ship, went out as quickly as possible. And so during that, you know what they heard? You know what they saw? A terrifying sight. I believe they saw airplanes, more airplanes. And so the Levo was quite fast for its and apparently it was quite maneuverable, but its sister ship was quite more slower. And so sadly, during the adventures, the sister ship got a direct hit from a bomb, penetrated. Yup, it sunk. Yeah. And so I believe HMS Levo was the only thing. But during the adventures, when the HMS Levo was evacuating to Batavia, modern day Jakarta, you know what's the most terrifying thing they saw? A Japanese fleet.
Ooh.
An entire fleet of ships. And you know what they saw? It wasn't any normal fleet of ships. It was the Japanese invasion force of Sumatra. Yeah. And so, and you know what? And the captain saw it. They were horrified. Horrified. And also, so of course there was SAS. No, not SAS. It was an RAF sergeant, I believe. who had like the HMS low, they actually had some anti-air batteries and one gun on the big gun on the front, with around 37 or 33 ammunition, and with some
Okay.
armor piercing some heat, and the vote won by a landslide. You know what that is? The ship crew basically voted to fight the fleet. Yeah, they won by a landslide to fight the fleet, because and so because of how the Japanese, they barely could, they didn't notice. And so when the HMS fired firstly, the Japanese didn't notice it. When they fired again, they missed again. The Japanese finally noticed it, and started to organize it. And actually, there's one thing. It managed to sink a ship. And so when the ship was sinking, surprisingly, and actually it ran out of I believe armor piercing rounds, and used heat rounds, or basically explosive rounds, to blow a ship. But and then it targeted. And also the thing is, by the time they killed the ship, Japanese destroyers, who had really big cannons, now turned their cannons. But you see, the thing is, the Lohi or Loya, something like that, that thing is, it was small. It was
Okay.
small, and you see, kinda, it was kinda, and you see, and it was really close to Japanese ships. And so the Japanese destroyer feared that they would hit a friendly target, and thus get court-martialed or something. And so because of that limitation, the ferry ship, you know what they did? They targeted another Japanese ship.
Okay.
And apparently when they ran out of ammo, you know what they did? They were tired of it, and so they rammed the ship. And basically, it was so amazing, and then suddenly behind them or something like that. While the SAS, not the RAF sergeant, was firing from a machine gun, I think. I'm pretty sure there was another ship trying to help. I'm pretty sure they also apparently, they unleashed hell, the little ferry ship. And after ramming, it successfully got off the ram ship, and the ship that was rammed sunk. Yeah, it also killed a lot of Japanese soldiers. But sadly, this is the last thing they would ever do. Now they were exposed, and so the last thing they saw was when the destroyer cannons finally fired, and so they were hit, destroyed. But you see, after the last thing is that they're caught to abandoned ship, and that was the last that we would ever see the RAF sergeant. Yeah, RAF, the Royal Air Force of the Britain. Yeah, kind of amazing, though.
So
Yeah.
amazing. It's cool.
And they managed to sink 2 ships with a ferry ship. Yeah, and also I guess reduce the invasion. I mean, how do you explain to their commanders in Tokyo, saying, "Hey, you got sunk by what? An American ship? No, a ferry ship." I'm pretty sure they were. I'm pretty sure those had. I believe SNLF, or I believe it was either like normal Japanese soldiers or Japanese Marines. I don't know, but it's still embarrassing to get sunk by a ship that was made to carry people.
Yeah.
That ship wasn't even made to fight, mama. That ship was made to get people on the ship, so a ferry ship, carry people or something like that. It was never meant to fight. It was either carry supplies or stuff, But somehow it defied all odds and sunk 2 Japanese ships, and also killed a lot of crew on another ship. Disaster. And actually, I'm pretty sure the Japanese. And at that point, I'm pretty sure Japanese soldiers would be scarred. Just looking at the windows, like, just checking if there's any more of those ferry ships. But remember. it's actually quite amazing they made it that far. I mean, I mean, by the time I went to Singapore to Sumatra, you gotta realize it's not like modern day plane. No, it takes like weeks there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, mama pa pernah pakai ini to from long distance boat traveling to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes days or hours to.
Yeah.
No, and so like and say if you want to go from here to Bali, like weeks, no, weeks in the sea.
Yes. In the old time, the people from Indonesia go to, pilgrim.
Oh yeah, pilgrimage.
Yes. It takes.
Nearly years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually and so that's why it's incredibly amazing how a crew that was almost dead managed to kill 2 Japanese ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although they did lose their sister ship. But I believe they gained honor, because I believe the commander, because I mean take some balls to even think
Yes.
about. I mean think about the situation. You got I believe like a civilian ship equipped with with one cannon and 2 AA guns with
Mm-hmm.
4 machine guns on the top that's combined into 2. The machine guns on the top. You're not, and you know what you're fighting? What, the entire invasion force of Sumatra? They killed 2. Technically, they have a better kill ratio. I mean, 2-1. 2.5, I guess.